Basketball, Weslaco Lady Panthers in action tonight at home, and they are taking on the LBJ Lady Wolves. Shot is up, and it's no good by the Wolves, and rebounded by Rami Medina. You're familiar with her. She's been around for a while. She's a top scorer. Shot put up no good by the home team. Ball goes out of bounds. And that last shot put up there right now was by Isabel Magianis, but everybody calls her Flash. Okay, so that's what we're going to call her tonight. Talked to one of the coaches beforehand. And again, back up court comes LBJ. They have a record of 1-17, but their coach tells us that they are getting better all the time. They're going to put up a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound is up and no good, and ball will go out of bounds. Looks like it will go to Weslaco. Natalia Amato, she put up one of the shots, a guard, and also Imelda Lopez, a sophomore center, number 15. Mostly going to be a zone tonight for LBJ. Their coach, Gabriela Martinez, her first year, played at Laredo Alexander, so she's been around. Again, Weslaco passing the ball, trying to find that good shot out there. And again, a good team. Of course, they've been around, been in state tournaments. We did one last year with them. And they'll wait for the good shot, but this time, no good. Among their girls out there, Drea Arredondo, and she wears number 5, but everybody calls her Drea. So a lot of the girls on this team have nicknames, and I think that's a lot of fun. A drive with the ball, putting up no good, is Natalie Ramos, a senior guard, and we have our first whistle of the evening. No score, a minute and a half in the game. Ball will go out of bounds, and Weslaco will inbound it. It'll be Medina once again. Victoria Trevino plays a lot. They know her as Tori, number 3. She is a junior guard. Drea had the ball a moment ago. Number 5, again, passing around the perimeter. Trevino with it right now. Hands it off to Medina. Now in the lane, and there's going to be a whistle. Drea had the ball. And it's going to be our first foul of the game. Going to be against LBJ, a non-shooting foul. And this foul going to be against Amaro. Weslaco gets the ball in. Again, they will work it around. Flash had it a moment ago. Now in the lane. Ball put up by Medina. And it is good. So we have our first 2 points of the night, 2 minutes in. Weslaco up 2-0. They're 32-6A. 36A for LBJ. A steal that time. In the lane. No good. Off the rim that time by Arredondo. And one of the players hits the floor hard. That's Paris Porras. She's a senior point guard, number 5. One of the better shooters for the team along with Amaro. And ball will be inbounded by Weslaco. Second team foul. Going to be against Amaro. Inbounded by Medina. Medina gets it down low. Ball goes out, and no good on the shot that time. It was passed out to Flash. LBJ, purple uniforms, some gold trim. Fight for the ball, tipped around. Medina trying to get it. Still, Porras has it. And finally, Weslaco with the turnover, and they will come down court. Gonzalez with it, and there's going to be a whistle. Sara Karaman Gonzalez, a forward. Everybody just calls us Sari, number 21, a forward. And we're going to have our first shooting foul of the night. Going to the line will be Weslaco. No good on the first shot. That foul, by the way, was against Imelda Lopez, a sophomore center. Weslaco up 3-0. Substitution of the game. Medina, by the way, misses both shots. Estella Razzo just came in, a senior point guard wearing number 3. That was the fourth substitution of the game. She came in for Amaro. LBJ will get ready to inbound the ball. Misha Garcia, she's in the game. Forward, she's going to go down court. We'll pass it off. And now we have a whistle. Ball looks like it's going to be the first foul of the night against Weslaco, 3 minutes in. And that foul going to be against Arredondo. Drea, the guard, picks up the foul. At the line is shooting. It's good by Natalie Ramos, number 10, a senior guard. Talking to their coach, she says a lot of these players don't have that much experience, a lot just coming up from the JV level this year. Second shot is good. So it's now 3-2 as Weslaco brings it up. 3-2 zone. Working the ball around. Flash now gives it off to Drea. Ball back outside. Long shot put up, and it's good. 3-point shot by Medina. 6-2 is the score. Ball knocked out of bounds. Drea knocked it out, but it still will be LBJ ball. Tori Trevino getting ready to inbound it near the Panthers bench. Double team, ball knocked away, and it's going to be Weslaco's ball. Valerie Machaca loses it. Good double team by Weslaco. That shot off the mark. No good by Flash, but Weslaco will keep the ball. Moves it around. Again, ball put up, no good. Rebound down to the visitors, and Razzo brings it up court, knocked away. She'll keep it. Knocking it away was Tori. And this time it is going to be stolen. Let's see if it's a layup. And it is. Nice job on the steal and the basket by Flash. So Weslaco goes up 8-2. 3:45 remaining here in the quarter. Like this double team by Weslaco. And it's going to be traveling. Thought it might be a jump ball, but they are going to call traveling that time, I believe against Amaro. Coming into the game for Weslaco, Jalen Garcia, a guard, number 10. And she will take the place of Tori Trevino. And it looks like there is going to be timeout on the court. So with 3:40 remaining here in the opening quarter, it's the Panthers leading LBJ 8-2. This is a KWES production. Want to talk about one of the girls that played here last year. Remember Morgan Perales? Well, she went up to Salt Ross in Albany. That's here in Texas. Her brother Vince Perales, who also used to play here, is a member of that school. Well, she recently was Conference Player of the Week. We really enjoyed her work down low the past few years. Seems like she was here forever, but again, everybody needs to move on. Okay, and again, a correction. Coach had told me it was in Albany. It's actually Alpine. Appreciate Vinny Berry, our videographer, telling me that. So back to action. Panthers up 8-2. They have the ball. Again, we're going to see a zone mostly for the visitors. And that time a turnover by the Panthers trying to pass it inside. Menchaca gets it. She's a junior point forward, number 21. And that's a wild shot put up. Air ball, no good. And as Medina tried to save it, she actually hit it off Flash. So it's going to go back right now to LBJ. I believe it was Amaro who initially took the air ball shot. And again, Razzo has it. Razzo passing it over to Ramos. Ramos almost loses the ball, but picked up by her teammate Amaro. Amaro being guarded. She was guarded by Garcia. Now double teamed is Amaro, puts it up, no good, and rebounded and brought up the court right now by the Lady Panthers. Medina bringing it up, and now being passed around. Flash has it for a moment. In the corner it goes. Flores had it. Who's in there? Danica Flores. And a shot finally put up. No good. Goes out of bounds. trying to lay it up and in was Flash. Last touch by the Lady Panthers. And we have some substitutes coming in right now. We see Calissa Vasquez, a junior point guard, among those coming in for the visitors. And they will bring the ball up. Vasquez loses it for a moment. Picked up by Razzo. Razzo double team, gets by the double team, and now throws the ball. Is going to go into the backcourt. Going to be recovered by the Lady Panthers. Nice job by Garcia, but Panthers turn it over. And very quickly, here comes the visitors. Razzo has it. Ball put up, no good. Medina with the rebound. Quick action tonight. Shot put up, and it is good that time by Flash. I believe we might give an assist to Flores. And ball thrown in the front court. Wild shot put off the backboard, no good by Vasquez. Quickly down court. Here comes Garcia. Puts it up off the glass and in. So Panthers now with a double-digit lead, 12-2. 1:40 remaining here in the opening quarter. Lady Panthers doing a great job tonight of double teaming as the ball comes into the front court. This time a shot put up, and it will be no good by Porras. Paris, a senior point guard. Her sister, number 13, Alexa, also on the team, a senior guard. Ball will go over to the Lady Panthers, and they will bring it up court. Again, have dominated so far. Doing a nice job. Medina has it. Over to Jalen Garcia. Again, just a sophomore. She's a guard. Now to Flash. Trying to find someone open underneath. Medina has it, and now she'll get it inside. Shot put up. No good that time. Layla Lopez in the game now, a sophomore forward. And the ball is going to be knocked away. We'll see who winds up with it. Lopez knocked it away. Still the possession of the visitors. Air ball thrown up. Lopez gets it. Vasquez had the air ball shot. Again, we see the Lady Panthers getting up the ball very quickly. Nice job. Flash has it. She's blocked inside that time. I believe we'll credit the block to Raquel Lara, a junior, point forward. Talked to her before the game. Very nice young lady. Got her glasses on, puts it up. No good. Rebound to the Lady Panthers. Flash, like the comic book character, going down the court fast, showing her speed and showing her prowess in shooting from top of the circle is Medina. So it is now 15-2 in the closing seconds. Ball goes out of bounds, closing seconds of the first quarter. And we see coach talking right now. Griselda Fino, over 400 wins, talking about that last shot, maybe to Flash. But there's going to be a turnover with 4.6 seconds remaining. So it goes back to LBJ. 15-2. And with the shot, going to have to put up a last-second shot. And it's an air ball. No good. It was rebounded by Flash, put up by Vasquez. So we have played one quarter here at Weslaco. And the Lady Panthers are leading 15-2 over LBJ out of Laredo. This is a KWES production. My name is Scott Harrison. Good to be here this evening. First time I've had a chance to do some high school basketball this year, and always a fun place to go. And of course, the coach here, very, very good. Coach Fino, I remember, I guess it was last season we were here. She got her 400th career win with the Lady Panthers, or at least 400th overall, and that was a big celebration, balloons, cake. And I also want to thank David Medina before the game. He was nice enough to sit down with me and give me some facts about this team. Lady Panthers really good in transition, pushing that ball up the floor quickly. Good job on defense, double teaming at half court. It's caused some turnovers, or at least caused LBJ to take some difficult shots. So again, the Lady Panthers doing a good job on both ends of the court. In the front court, moving the ball around, taking some shots from the outside. Medina had one that was way from downtown, top of the circle. And again, their double teams have just been excellent. So we'll see what they do in the second quarter. again, talking to Coach Medina, he told me they're going to use a lot of players this year. Used to maybe just use 7 or 8, but a lot. All right, we're going to begin the second quarter. Score is 15-2. LBJ has it first. And again, there's that double team. And again, it is stolen. Vasquez loses it. And eventually putting the ball up and in at Tori Trevino. So 17-2, the lead just keeps getting bigger for the home team. There's another double team, this time against Porras. And there is going to be a foul. That is one of the few times on the double team, maybe the first time, that Weslaco actually fouled. And to be honest with you, it is, I believe, this is maybe their first or second foul of the night. And it's going to be against Tori Trevino. Ball knocked away, and it is stolen that time. Ball knocked away by Lopez. Weslaco brings it up court. Gonzalez had it. Now inside, Lopez puts it up, but she is fouled. So she'll be going to the line. Not many fouls in the first quarter. Nobody in any real danger right now. So Lopez goes to the line, a forward, sophomore, wearing number 23. And that foul is going to be the second foul of the game against Imelda Lopez, sophomore center. So I guess you could say she may be in a little foul trouble right now. Next shot getting ready to go up. Still Lopez in there, and it is good. So 19-2 the score. And coming back in the game for Weslaco, Misha Garcia. She'll come in for Lopez. Garcia, number 10, is just a freshman, a forward. And that time a turnover, and you can see the frustration of Estella Razzo. She's a senior. Put her hands on her head saying, oh, why'd I let that happen? Drea will inbound the ball over to Medina. Drea has it. Drea tries to pass it in the corner. Was it knocked out? No, it was a turnover. Tried to get it over to Tori Trevino, but that time an errant pass. Getting ready to come in. Flash is going to make a return in a moment for Weslaco. And that time, what a job stripping the ball away by Medina. Puts it up, no good, but wow, she really picked the pocket of her opponent. Weslaco still has it. Medina trying to get it underneath. Does for a moment to Garcia. Now we have a whistle. And it's going to be a turnover going over to LBJ. Coming out of the game right now, Drea Arredondo. So a substitution. And back up the court. Here comes LBJ. It's going to be stolen though. And going it up. Trying to put it up and in is Misha Garcia, but she is fouled from behind by Imelda Lopez. Lopez, not so sure she shouldn't just let her go because that's going to be her third foul. All right, so she is definitely in foul trouble. Plus, it's going to be a shooting foul. And that is no good. And of course, we figured there might be a change, and yes, Lopez will come out. Coming in, Valeria Machaca, and that free throw is good. So 20-2 the score. 90 seconds into the second quarter, Weslaco with the lead this time. Ball almost turned over. Double team, taking a shot from the perimeter. No good by Lara. Vasquez was double teamed, got it out to her, but got to hit that shot. Let's see if Medina can hit from the perimeter. Oh, net! Medina from the left side gets that tray. 23-2. 5:50 remaining here in the first half. LBJ seeing what they can do. There's going to be a whistle. Amaro had it. Going to be a blocking foul against Weslaco. And that is going to be against Layla Gonzalez. that freshman guard. Non-shooting foul. Ball is inbounded by Paris. Now with the ball is Lada. And we are going to have a traveling call. So ball will go back over to Weslaco. Inbounded by Flash over to Medina. Or Medina, and I'll tell you what, Weslaco looking good tonight. That shot no good. Put up by Trevino, but Weslaco keeps it. Passing around the perimeter. Medina gets it inside. Layup is good. Nice work. Good assist. And also good basket by Misha Garcia. So LBJ will see what they can do. And they almost lose the ball out of bounds. But Vasquez keeps it in. Inside the ball put up. No good. And now they're on the floor. Initially, ball put up by Machaca. And eventually it is going to be ruled a turnover to Weslaco. Medina going to inbound the ball to Flash. And coming off the court right now, Trevino. I believe Jalen Garcia has checked in. Ball on top, and Garcia all net. Nice job. I know at least several shots good from the perimeter tonight. So 28-2 is the score this time in the foul line. Maybe she called that off the backboard. Calissa Vasquez, junior point guard. And we are going to have timeout on the court. 4:23 remaining. And it is the Lady Panthers leading 28-4. This is a KWES production. Well, like I was talking to Vinnie Berry before the game, I'm hoping that maybe there'll be some amazing shot tonight that will make the ESPN Top 10. And you're going to say, well, why are you mentioning that? Well, believe it or not, it's just lucky I was doing a game for the G League team, the team that plays here, the Vipers, RGV Vipers, and was a great slam dunk by, I believe his name's Cam Woodford. He's a guy that was the 20th overall pick by Houston, playing with their G League affiliate, the Vipers, right now. And it was a poster dunk. The guy fell down. And actually, it made the ESPN Top 10. So my one moment of fame. And speaking of fame, maybe that's the shot that'll make the ESPN Top 10. Three-pointer by Jalen Garcia. And it is now 31-4. LBJ seeing what they can do. And that time, the ball is knocked away. Vasquez had it. But it's going to be a foul. A little slap on the wrist while the steal was attempted. Danica Flores, a junior guard, gets called with a foul. And the ball will come in. Double team, a little hook, but it's off the side of the backboard. No good that time by Machaca. And the ball will go out of bounds over to Weslaco. Inbounded. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Medina has it. Gets it over to Garcia. Now a shot put up, no good by Flash. But Medina will get another try, and a little teardrop in the lane is good. So it's 33-4. Big lead. Weslaco picture perfect on offense and defense tonight. Kind of putting on a clinic, but again, we've got a young team that's overmatched, but doing the best they can. And that time, a shot no good by Portis, one of their better scorers. At the other end, layup is missed initially, and then there's going to be a foul. And as we see, I believe going to the line is going to be Flash. Might have been Garcia with the initial shot. We'll have to see. Free throw attempt is good, first one. And that foul, by the way, is against Machaca, her first, team's third, both teams with 3 team fouls. And coming in right now for the visitors, Estella Razo will come in. Vasquez will go out. Second shot is up, and it's good. So give 2 free throws to Garcia. That was Garcia at the line. And 35-4 is the score. 3 minutes remaining here. Ball knocked away for a moment by Weslaco, but LBJ will keep control of it. And now we're going to have a whistle. With the ball was Razzo, and it's going to be a turnover. So it will be Medina inbounding the ball to Drea Arredondo, point guard, just a sophomore, doing a nice job out there. Medina has it. She will pass the ball over to Flores. Now back over to Drea, working around the perimeter. Flores has it. And Drea has it once again. Medina thinks about shooting. She can hit from there. And this time driving the baseline, putting it up, no good. A nice try by Arredondo. And we're going to have a whistle. Going to be a foul. I believe a non-shooting foul. And it is going to be against Razzo, her first, team's fourth. And Medina will inbound the ball, but losing control. It's Flores. Now a fight for the ball. And keeping it is Amaro. Amaro will give it over to Portis. Amaro and Portis, two of the bigger scorers for this team. Now with the ball, we see Machaka. And ball put up underneath by Razzo. No good, but there is a whistle. Going to be a foul against Weslaco, going to be a shooting foul. Getting ready to check in for Weslaco is Tori Trevino. That foul is going to be against Jalen Garcia, her first, team's fourth. Free throw is good. That foul shot by Razzo. Another attempt coming up. Jalen Garcia, by the way, coming out of the game. Off the front of the rim, fight for the rebound. Medina has it, and Medina will get it over to Drea. Drea tries to find a player down low. Will get it over to Flores. Now out on the perimeter, and that shot no good by Trevino, but rebound and up and putting it off the rim is Flores. Fight for the ball. It actually was rebounded by Garcia. Now Drea in the lane, and she will put it up and in. What effort in the lane to make sure she got that basket. So it's 37-5. We've got 90 seconds remaining. Natalie Ramos, a senior, in there right now. Ball will go out of bounds, back over to Weslaco. Coming into the game for the home team, Sadi Gonzalez, junior forward. Also coming in, we see Vanessa Ugalde. She's a junior guard. It'll be her first appearance of the night. And she will come in for Menchaca. We see Medina coming off the court. I believe Layla Gonzalez in there. Layla over at top of the circle. Passing it around. Tori. Now over to Drea. Drea gets it back once again. Thinks about shooting. She's guarded well. Back around the perimeter. Now to the baseline. Again, good passing here. Trying to set up that shot. Gonzalez with it. In the lane, triple teamed. And now putting it up and in are the Lady Panthers. A nice shot that time by Flores. I believe Trevino was triple teamed, got it over to Flores, so Trevino will get the assist. Now back, LBJ has the ball. Again, out of Laredo. We see the ball now turned over. And Weslaco again in transition, doing a nice job. A ball put up and no good by Trevino, but she will be going to the line. Only 20 seconds left. Second foul of the game against Razzo. Fifth team foul. There's 4 so far against the Lady Panthers. Off the front of the rim, no good, but second attempt coming. Again at the line. Tori Torvino. 39-5. Puts it up and rattles around the rim down the net. So we'll see if LBJ goes for the final shot of the half. No, they'll put it up quickly. No good by Lara. Weslaco has it. Drea may go all the way, and she puts it up and in and is fouled. Drea Arredondo gets it, and she's going to the foul line. Panthers up to 40 points in this first half. And that foul is going to be against Raquel Lara, a junior power forward. Talked to her before the game. Kind of joked with her and said, "Are you going to be the rock of the team tonight?" Nice personality. Next free throw attempt coming up. It's up, and it's off the back of the rim, but it's rebounded, and then no good. Actually, getting the rebound was Flores. Tried to pass it to a teammate, tipped away, and that is going to be the end of the first half. It is the Lady Panthers at home over the LBJ Lady Wolves. Weslaco leading at 40-5. We'll be back with the second half action. This is a KWES production. Back once again, getting ready for the second half. Lady Panthers hosting here at Weslaco, 32-6A against the 36A team. LBJ, Lady Wolves out of Laredo. Big first half, along with Vinny Barry, our videographer. I haven't mentioned him yet. Adrian De Leon doing a great job producing and streaming tonight. I'm Scott Harrison, and LBJ will have the ball first. They will put it up, and maybe that's an omen of them having a better second half. It's actually Natalie Amaro with her first basket. Natalie Ramos had 4, Estella Razzo had 1. That is the total scoring of the first half for LBJ. We'll try to work in Weslaco scoring as we can. And that shot put up, no good that time by Flash. She had 4 in the first half. That's Isabel Magianis. And there is going to be the ball going out of bounds. Jalen Garcia had 8, Tori Trevino 3. Also, let's look here. Donica Flores 2, Drea Arredondo 2, Misha Garcia 5, Flash 4, Leah Lopez 2, and Remy Medina led the way with 14. All right, there was a foul a moment ago, by the way. We'll talk about it in a moment. Arredondo misses the shot, and the lady that rebounded actually had the foul. Raquel Lara just picked up her second foul a moment ago. LBJ with the ball, Natalie Amato. Now the shot taken. Ramos, no good. Rebound over to Tori Trevino, and Trevino taking it all the way for the basket. It's good, and there's a blocking foul. So Weslaco moving on to big and better things, just like in the first half, it looks like. Trevino now with 5 points, looking for number 6. And that foul against Amato, it's going to be her second, team second. So a couple fouls picked up quickly in just a little more than a minute. And free throw attempt is good. So Trevino again with 6 points tonight. And LBJ seeing if they can get something going. Lara puts it up from the free throw line. No good. Medina with the rebound and tries to throw down court, and it is intercepted by Amaro. LBJ back on the move. Lara throws it up in the lane. It looks like she wants to be a little more aggressive, but maybe too aggressive. Gets called for an offensive foul. She's going out. And coming into the game is going to be Xenia Cuevas, a junior, point forward, her first action of the night. With the ball, LBJ now. Moving it around the perimeter, but it is stolen. Stolen by Trevino. And going up, putting it up, and missing the layup is Flash. So LBJ trying on transition, but Medina steals it. Will Medina go all the way? She will, but off the rim, no good. But rebounded that time. It was rebounded by Flash, but then stolen by LBJ. Again, staying aggressive is the home team. That time it's tipped away. Tipped away, I believe it was Medina maybe. We'll tell you in a minute. But no, Medina gets the basket. It was actually tipped away, let's get this correct, by Gonzalez. And Medina wound up with it and got the basket. So 5:33 remaining here in the third quarter. Panthers have built a 45-7 lead. They outscored the visitors 15-2 in the first quarter, 25-3 in the second quarter, and wound up leading 40-5 in the second, at the end of the first half, I should say. And remember, the only points, I believe, for LBJ in that second quarter was on a three-point shot, if memory serves me correct. But again, Weslaco had a big win recently against a Laredo team. It was against Alexander. Lost to them earlier in the year in a tournament, 68-52, but then recently beat them 69-55. And again, a shot put up, and it is no good that time by Cuevas. Back down the court, here come the Lady Panthers. We talked about in the first half how nice a job they're doing in transition. moving that ball around, and they get it inside. One-hander, no good by Trevino, but Lady Panthers will get the rebound and keep it. Now a shot put up from the perimeter, and it is no good by Garcia. Rebounded, I believe, by Razzo. Now bringing the ball up is Vasquez. Shot off the mark and rebounded by Misha Garcia, a forward, just a freshman, and that shot put up from the low post right side. Good two-pointer by Jalen Garcia. She is now in double digits with 10 points. Though I'll tell you, Weslaco, even though they have a lot of points, it's been balanced. We talked about it earlier. They're doing more and more this particular season to use all the players. But this time a foul. And we'll have to wait and see. It's a non-shooting foul. And it's going to be against Medina. She is the leading scorer, had 14 points in the first half. Her first. So the leading scorer is in no kind of foul trouble. That's good to know. All right, we hear the fans yelling out defense. And losing it out of bounds that time. Looks like Paris Poros. She is one of the leading scorers usually, and so is Natalie Amaro, but neither one has any points so far for LBJ. So maybe there was an emphasis put on after watching film to try to really be strong defensively against these two particular ladies, keeping them scoreless. Medina has it. She'll work it back on top to Garcia. And Garcia will get it over to Trevino. Trevino trying to get it down low, does. Back outside. Now Trevino has it again. Medina with the ball. And she'll put up a little one-hander off the glass. Good. So Medina has 16 points. And Weslaco about to hit the 50 mark. 49-7, they have the lead. Working around the perimeter. Again, double-teamed. But shot put up, and it's an air ball. Put up that time by Vasquez. That double teaming really hurting the visitors, and that time it looked like Garcia was in position for an easy layup but couldn't control the ball. Goes out, and going out of the game right now is Misha Garcia. Coming back in, Layla Gonzalez, that freshman guard. Among those coming in, Razzo and Ugalde coming in for the visitors. And going out, a couple girls. I believe one of them is KWES. Shot put up, off the mark, no good. And coming down, Medina has it, ahead, and putting it up and missing it. Nice try that time by Flash, moving like the Flash, but keeping the ball, being good on the offensive boards is Weslaco. And that time, a missed shot by Gonzalez is rebounded by Flash. Ball goes out of bounds, and now it will be a turnover to the visitors. So, working hard out there at Weslaco. Done a good job on the offensive and defensive boards this evening. Ball out of bounds, tipped out by Weslaco. Will be inbounded by the visitors. Ugalde will get it in. Gets it over to Amaro. Amaro now double teamed. You see that double team over and over again. Ball to the perimeter. Almost stolen. Put up in the lane. And it is no good by Ugalde. Now going down court, laying it up and in. Flash. That name suits her very much. It's even in the scorebook. Flash, when I looked at halftime. The shot put up no good that time by Amato, but there's going to be a foul. And it's going to be against Medina. She actually has both the fouls here in the second half. 2 fouls in about 6 minutes for her. Free throw attempt upcoming. And it's off the mark. No! There it goes. All right. We'll get ready for the second one. 51-8 the score. And that one is good. So Amaro, one of the top scorers, finally gets on the scoreboard tonight for LBJ. They trying a little double team themselves against Medina, but she knows what she's doing. She gets it into the front court. And now Trevino has it for a moment. Layup no good by Flash. And we have a whistle. Looks like to be an offensive foul that time. And that is going to be against number 21. Sari Gonzalez got that foul under the glass. Team's third. Both teams have 3 fouls here in the second half. And again, that ball just about knocked out of bounds. And again, the double team causes a turnover. Causes a turnover by Vanessa Ogalde, again, the junior guard. That's one of the things Weslaco is going to have to really be proud of on defense tonight, the double teams. And there's a ball hoisted in the lane. No good by Trevino. Trying to get the rebound was Drea. Does not. Goes out of bounds. And getting ready to come back into the game is Jalen Garcia. Remember, she's in double digits scoring with 10. Shot from the corner, no good, but there's a whistle. That hoisted up by Estella Razzo, a senior point guard. She had 1 point in the first half, and she is going to be going to the line. And that foul is going to be the third against Layla Gonzalez, the freshman guard. I don't think anybody else has as many as 3. That free throw no good. We're talking about for the home team. 1:09 remaining here in the third quarter. That also no good. So she's getting 3 attempts. And coming back in, Jalen Garcia for Tori Trevino. Bounces the ball a couple times. It's up, and it's no good. But coming down with the rebound is Weslaco. Gonzalez. Now Medina has the ball. Medina, she's hit 3-pointers tonight, and she's going to be fouled. And the foul is going to be against number 4, Natalie Amato, the junior guard. That is going to be her third non-shooting foul. Both teams with 4 team fouls. And Drea is going to inbound the ball, guarded by Horace. Medina has it. Medina in the lane, and she will scoop it up, no good. Drea tries to get the rebound, but out-muscled that time by Lopez. Imelda Lopez, she's not played a lot. I believe she does have 3 fouls too. Shot put up from the perimeter, no good, but a whistle. Hoisting that shot was Calissa Vasquez, number 14, a junior point guard. And we appreciate, by the way, their coach, Gabriela Martinez. She came in tonight and wrote their whole roster down for me. And she's got good handwriting, don't you say, Vinny? Nice handwriting by the coach for Laredo. So that free throw, no good. Couple of girls, young ladies, getting ready to check back in for Weslaco. Second free throw attempt. By the way, that foul was on Garcia, her second, team 5th. And coming in right now, Flash and Flores going off Garcia. And also going off Layla Gonzalez. Just 37.6 seconds left in this quarter. Off the rim, no good. Tries to save the ball, tried to get the rebound and then save it. It was Gonzalez. But they say, again, she wasn't the last to touch it, so a break there for Weslaco. Drea gets it in, and very quickly down the court comes Weslaco, and it's going to be a jump ball. that time Flash is tied up by Lopez. And arrow points to Weslaco, so Medina will inbound it. Medina under the basket, getting open and missing the shot, unfortunately. Well, they still have it. A couple shots missed by Gonzalez and also Flores. That time they'll finally put up and in. So 53-9 is the score. Double teamed, and there's going to be traveling. We see double teamed was Razzo. Now coming into the game, Lopez. And she comes in for Gonzalez. Weslaco, just a few seconds left. Drea has it. Drea gets it up to the perimeter, and maybe she should have taken a shot, maybe not aware of the time. Tried to pass it over to Medina, who is a good shooter from outside, for the final shot. Didn't work out. But after 3 quarters of play, it's the Lady Panthers 53-9, and a good job by them so far as they lead LBJ. This is a KWES production. So once again, Weslaco in that quarter had 13 points. That's the lowest amount they had since the first quarter. In a quarter, they had 15 in the first quarter. And meanwhile, believe it or not, that was the highest point total for LBJ in the game. They had 4, and yet that is the most points they've had in a quarter of this game. Had 3 in the second quarter and 2 in the first quarter. So that just shows you how dominant the defense has been for Weslaco so far in this ball game. And again, my name's Scott Harrison. I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to do this game tonight. Mike Palacios, Carlos Robledo, all inviting me to come in and do this game. I don't get to do that many high school basketball games. Did some playoffs last year, but anytime I get the chance to come around, it's always great. So we're going to head into the final quarter with the Lady Panthers of Weslaco leading 53-9 over the Lady Wolves of LBJ. And LBJ will have the ball first to begin this second half. Portis passes it over to Vasquez. Still trying to find an open shot. Weslaco tough on defense. Always making it difficult. Again, double teams have been the key tonight to getting turnovers. Amaro, she had a couple points, I believe, in that quarter when they scored 4 the last quarter. Turnover back to Weslaco. Medina has it. All net. She's done that from the top of the circle before tonight. And she's having a great game. I think she has, what, about 17, 19 points, something like that, approaching 20. So this has been a good game for her. What else is new? Now Drea with the turnover, and will try to get it ahead. And the ball goes off the fingertips of the intended player, Lopez. But that's going to happen. You move this fast, there's going to be turnovers. Just a learning experience. So back over to LBJ. And the ball around the perimeter. Almost goes out of bounds. Save, though, by Vasquez. And this time another turnover, and let's see if Weslaco can go coast to coast, and they do. Nice basket by Tori Trevino. So it's 58-9. LBJ, by the way, named after a former president when I was a little boy, Lyndon Baines Johnson, president in the mid-60s, actually one time in Chicago. My mother took me to see him go down the highway. It was on an overpass. They closed down the whole highway so he could go from the airport in Chicago to downtown Chicago. But just a little history for you. All right, coming off the court right now, Razzo and Valeria Machaca, junior power forward, back in. She's 21. Ball out of bounds. I believe it's going to be Weslaco's ball. Coming into the game, Jalen Garcia. She'll replace Flash. And getting ready to inbound the ball, Medina. Medina will get it over to Garcia, who just came in. She puts it up and again misses the shot, but it's going to be a foul against LBJ. 58-9. Midway, or not midway, I just did a Vipers game in the sweep. I'm thinking of them midway through the quarter. Actually, there's only 8-minute quarters. In the Vipers, there's like, 12 minutes, but these are only 8 minutes, so we're 2 minutes into this quarter. Excuse me. Sometimes these games blend together a little bit, but you can have some fun when your team is winning. So Garcia, I believe that's her 11th point. Checking into the ball game, Porras among those. Coming out, Vasquez and Ugalde. Some changes here. Also, I believe Porras coming out, so several changes. That shot's good. Up to the 60 mark. 60-9. Nelly Ramos, I believe, among those coming in. Also, Lara. Working down the baseline, putting up the shot. Wild shot, no good that time for Natalie. And coming in with the rebound, Weslaco. They're moving it around. Shot put up. It's off the mark by Garcia. By the way, Lopez initially had the rebound. Drea has it. Shot from the left side. Again, no good, but they keep fighting. Drea has it back to Medina, who missed that shot a moment ago, and we have a whistle. Turnover to LBJ. The Lady Wolves bring it up. I actually knew a friend once who had a pet wolf. When it was a puppy, I drove it around in my car, but again, another story. Won't get into it. All right. Mirella Orozco, a junior point guard, number 30, is into the game. This is going to be her first action of the night. We'll have a change for Weslaco in a moment. Drea has it, and she is hit from behind as he drives for the layup. I'm not sure that layup will count. We'll see. The whistle came. She got the layup, I should say, after the whistle. Misha Garcia getting ready to come in. And we see a change also for the visitors. Machaka goes off. Lara is in. So a non-shooting foul. Medina gets it into Drea. Drea has it knocked out of bounds. I believe that was by Natalie Ramos, the senior guard. Medina will try to inbound it again to the left of the basket. Trying to find somebody open. Now to the top. Drea has it. Trying to set things up. Back over to Medina. Medina in the lane. One-hander off the glass. No good. Drea has it for a moment. She's still kicking it around. And she gets it over to Garcia. And as we see Trevino driving, it's going to be a turnover, I believe, traveling. So back over to LBJ. 51-point lead for Weslaco, 60-9 as we approach the midway point of the fourth quarter, and a steal that time by Trevino. She is going to have it blocked, probably going to be a foul, not a clean block, underneath the basket. Attempting the block is Imelda Lopez, the sophomore center. She has quite a few fouls tonight, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be her fourth. She has missed some playing time because of foul trouble. Nobody has fouled out yet. And we got free throw attempts coming up. First one is good. Couple players coming in for the visitors. Idela Gutierrez, a sophomore center, came in. Also, Paris, the senior point guard. That free throw is good. As far as Idela, that is going to be her first action of the night. So both free throws good. 62 points now. Ball tipped. And eventually it winds up with Weslaco. Drea has it in the lane. Shovel pass, and that's good. Give credit to Flash, getting the ball over to Misha Garcia for the basket. And Drea just steals the ball, and she has a player down open, but she goes all the way herself. That was a pretty basket by Drea. Could have passed it off. I believe Garcia was open down there, but she really picked that up. Now, we talk about highlights. That's a highlight. Coming into the game, Natalie Amato. And she will come in for Morella Orozco. Didn't see too much time tonight, but at least got a chance to play. Drea off the mark. Rebounded by Gutierrez, who we said just came in a couple minutes ago for her first action. Poros has the ball. Drea trying to knock it away. Now over to Ramos, and we have a whistle. And again, enjoy being here tonight. Griselda Fino, always enjoy coming to see her games. You know, Weslaco going to be competitive, play hard. And she came out and watched the JV game too. So she's looking at future players. And by the way, got to mention a couple on the varsity roster not playing tonight after this shot. And that was no good by Natalie Amato. Back comes Weslaco. Medina has it. Shot put up. Off the mark that time. And rebounded by Lara. I believe missing that shot was Flash. Wild shot put up, no good. It's going to be a foul. And by the way, for Weslaco tonight, a couple players that played in the JV game but on the varsity roster, want to recognize them. Amara Gomez, a junior forward, number 13, and Candace Medrano, also a sophomore forward, number 15. Ball put up off the mark by Lara. Last foul, I believe, was against Medina. That was her second. Missed shot by Weslaco. Here comes Lara, and there's going to be a whistle. 2:41 remaining. Score up to Route 66. Vinny Barry, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he's a traveling man. All right. Going off the court is Gutierrez. Also, we see Drea going off. Couple substitutions. 66-9 the score. Lara misses it, but keeping the ball is Amato, and we have a whistle. Also getting ready to check in, Xenia Cuevas, the junior point forward. She's coming in for Lara. Last foul against Flash, her second. Team's third. I don't think the Panthers even had any fouls in this half till a few minutes ago. And there was a miss, but a fight for the ball. And missing a second time is Garcia. Initially getting the ball into her was Flash. We're going to have, I believe, a foul here. 2:17 remaining. And there is going to be timeout on the court. Again, 2:17 remaining in regulation. Panthers 66 and 9 for the visitors. I do want to mention right now, once again this year had the opportunity to work with these two fine gentlemen here, Adrian De Leon and Vinny Barry, on high school football. It was an honor to be the voice of Panthers football, along with Football Fred, our great analyst, and all the rest of the staff at KWES. And Roy Stroman, what a job. What, the first time I think since 1991 in the regular season, the football team went undefeated 10-0, got to the second round of the playoffs. And again, a nice year. Was 11-1 the final, and just an outstanding year. And Eli Rodriguez Jr., probably the best offensive player in the Valley. Great play by the quarterback. And it was just a fun year. Defense was strong, and So one of my best memories will always be having the opportunity to broadcast the 2023 Panthers season football. Ball about to be inbounded. Medina has it. Shot put up off the rim, no good by Garcia, but Panthers will keep the ball. Approaching 2 minutes remaining. And again, Flash had it for a moment, passing it around into the game. Layla Gonzalez, and we have a whistle. And ball is going to go over on the turnover to LBJ. Purple uniforms, gold trim and numerals. Seeing if they can get on the scoreboard. And that shot is up and good. I believe that's the first points of this fourth quarter. But they went about 6 minutes without scoring. That basket by Imelda Lopez, the girl that's playing with 4 personals. So it's now 66-11. And I want to thank our scorer tonight for helping me at halftime get these scores together. Jennifer Cavazos, first time I met her. I want to thank that young lady for being very helpful to me so I could have halftime stats. Foul going against Natalia Amato, her 4th. Free throw attempts, 1 good, 1 missed, but rebounded, put up there. Medina, of course, 1 out of 2 that time at the foul line. I think she has very close to 20 points. That shot missed by Garcia. Might be just under, but again, she is the leading scorer in the game as we approach 1 minute remaining in regulation, and that shot will be missed. It's by Amoro. I believe she has 2 points in this game. 67-11 is the score. And that foul is against Danica Flores, the junior guard. She got a couple points in the game in the first half. Ball up off the back of the rim, no good. Coming in is Alexa Porras, her first action of the night. Medina goes off also. And of course, Alexa is Paris' sister. Next shot up. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound put up, no good, and goes out of bounds. Missing on the second attempt was Lopez, who just scored a moment ago. It's still going to be visitors' ball. Lopez will inbound it. Gets it in, knocked out of bounds by Weslaco, I believe. No, it actually went off. Good job on defense there by Flash, knocking it off of KWES. So Flash will inbound the ball, and I don't know where she was throwing that mental error that time, but one of the few errors the team has made all night. So let's not make a big deal about that. And again, right away, a turnover for Weslaco. And working the ball, Flash and Gonzalez. Now in the lane. It's put up and in by Garcia. She has 7 points. 69-11 is the score. It looks like maybe another turnover. Ball goes out of bounds. Fighting for that ball was Flash. Isabel Magianis, but everybody calls her Flash. You see why tonight. And again, she did cause the turnover, and she will inbound the ball. Now she will move into the lane. One-hander, teardrop, no good. Fight for the ball. There was Flash again. Hustling. My gosh. Reminds me of a guy that plays for the Vipers, Trey Mitchell, just fights after every ball. So ball will be inbounded. And again, around the perimeter. Jalen Garcia gets it back to Flash. Flash down low, and missing the easy layup. I feel bad for Flores, but good effort. There'll be other days. And that shot is missed, altered, and missed by Amato. By the way, you know, they call this team the Lady Wolves. friend of mine is the head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Won a championship years ago with the Vipers, Chris Finch. And back in November, he was the NBA Coach of the Month. Sent him a text. He appreciated it. And so congratulations to Mr. Finch. Well, that shot is going to go in that time by KWES, her first 2 points. And we're down to just the final seconds. 4 points in this half. And that ball up and in, I believe that was Garcia. And that is going to be the final buzzer. So another nice night for Weslaco as they will improve to 15-8. And we'll see LBJ, the Lady Wolves of Laredo, down to 1-18. A non-district game, Laredo 36A, Weslaco, they happen to be 32-6A. So for our on-site producer and streamer, Adrian De Leon, and our great videographer, Vinny Barry, I want to thank both of them for working with me tonight. I'm Scott Harrison. And again, our final score here in Weslaco, the Lady Panthers, the home team 71. Again, the LBJ Lady Wolves 13. Have a safe and fun, hopefully, holiday weekend. And I'll look forward to talking with you again one of these days. This has been a KWES production.